The wafer makers can think of them as microchips that grow. Next slide. By the end of this year, 5% of Austin's electricity will come from the wind, but we're buying most of the equipment overseas instead of making it here. Next slide. Since the 1970s, Austin has become a boom.
In order to win in our next category, recycling and waste reduction, the nominated group needed to show that they did the following: use recycling as part of an integrated effort to reduce solid waste, work with existing recyclers, take the initiative to recycle more and different materials, and increase availability and citizen awareness of recycling centers. The Recycling Task Force at the University of Texas encompasses all of these elements. It started when a group of graduate and undergraduate students approached university administration about some ideas for change. Their goal was to recycle plastic, glass, and aluminum, which was not recycled at the campus. With their own funds, the students bought used barrels from businesses, emblazoned them with the mantra, refuse, and scattered them in UT's busiest corridors. The group's volunteers sort the refuse at Ecology Action twice a week, which totals about 630 volunteer hours per year. Their ability to educate and remind their peers to recycle is spreading to various other new projects as they make recycling an implicit part of daily life at UT. Would representatives of the Recycling Task Force please stand? Our award recipient in the category of recycling sort of broke all the rules. There's no recycling center, there's no cost for the recycling. The recyclers actually come to your house and pick the recyclables up. It might very well represent the wave of the future. Have you ever not thrown something away because you're sure somebody could use it? The problem was often that the chances of you finding someone or someone finding you that needed it was about maybe 1 in 1,000. Let's just say not very likely unless you had really great stuff. Well, the Austin Freecycle Network now has a way for you and that someone to connect. That someone that wants it just comes and picks it up. It sounds so simple, it's amazing that it's only a year old. It's an internet-based project, and it is free for anyone to join. I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell an idea to you, but it's just really enjoyable to talk about how simple it is to do. The only staff are 10 volunteer moderators, including founder Wes Eichenwald and his wife Donna, who, by the way, just had twin boys on Monday and just got home from the hospital yesterday, so I think she's probably not here. Out of over 2,000 Freecycle groups worldwide, Austin Freecycle is already the 4th largest. From computers to clothing, you can find it or just give it away. So watch out, middlemen. This idea is catching on and really multiplying. So we're not trying to sell the idea to you, but the URL is groups.yahoo, is it up there, /.com/group/Austin Freecycle. It's easy to track down. Here to accept the Recycling and Waste Reduction Award is Wes Eichenwald.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's great to be here with all of you today. Recognition by those in your field is the most meaningful compliment, and this award does mean a lot to me. I'd like to thank everyone who helps Austin Freecycle run, without whom I would have quit long ago. My incredible wife, Donna, who is at home with our twins, she's been my partner on this from the beginning and gives me more pieces of good advice than I can begin to count. Our other moderators, all volunteers who never get the credit they deserve: Katie Blaylock, Dorothy Carroll, Debbie Berliner, Cassie Hatcher, Michelle Ray, KT Hernandez, and Sarah Haggerty. I share this award with them. Austin Freecycle is just one of almost 2,300 Freecycle groups with over 900,000 members in 47 countries. And I should mention a guy named Jaron Beal who thought up the whole idea in Tucson, Arizona, less than 2 years ago. You know, I really like Keep Austin Beautiful's mission statement: empowering the citizens of Greater Austin to take personal responsibility for enhancing their community's environment. Well, guys, your mission is our mission. Freecycle is all about communities. People join because of the free part, but they stay because of the cycle part. The cycle of giving and receiving, the life cycle of usable items extended to new owners, the cycle of people helping each other. Getting something you want for free is good, but giving something you don't need to someone who does is even better. Moderating a Freecycle group on the internet gives you a front row seat to a wide spectrum of human behavior, from the best to nearly the worst. But ultimately, I believe Freecycle tends to act as an internal agent of change to bring us around to our better selves. 16 months ago, when I started this group, I thought that if this interesting concept could work in Tucson, it could take off in Austin. I didn't know how right I was. The forward-looking, innovative, and imaginative people here got it right away. Austinites who Freecycle are not weird or kooky, at least not more than usual. They're a true cross-section of our city. Freecycling is a simple idea that is changing hearts and minds. It's helping people to find out that they can do it for themselves. It transcends politics and social status. It puts a human face on giving. It carries over to many areas of life, and once learned, it is not forgotten. Give, and you shall receive. Thank you.
We're actually having fun today. I'm going to talk about that. First and foremost, I want to thank all the folks at Keep Austin Beautiful for 20 years now of promoting and improving the beauty of our great city. And a big thank you, of course, to all the nominees, not just the award winners, all nominees. I'm told there were 79 nominations this year, which is the most ever in a 20-year run of this award ceremony, and that's great. One of my big claims to fame is in 1998, in my prior life, I was one of the nominees one year. I didn't win, but I was very proud to have been nominated for our Keep Austin Beautiful Award. It's a little restoration project that I've done on a building downtown. That brings me to the point of what I like about Keep Austin Beautiful, as critical as the ecological part of our advocacy for beautifying and keeping Austin beautiful is. You know, we also do so many other things to keep Austin beautiful. I hope there was a campaign commercial earlier for the Clean Sweep that will occur in April, that annual great event to get out and help clean up this community. But also, Keep Austin Beautiful is actually worried about our urban fabric and about the architectural beauty of our town and the built environment. And I bring that up because today at City Council, we're actually talking about what many of us know as Block 21. It's a city-owned block adjacent to the north of the new City Hall. It wasn't that long ago, back in the late 90s, as chairman of the Downtown Austin Alliance, I used to tell people, drive around downtown Austin, and the worst god-awful looking real estate you see, you probably own as taxpayers. And it was so bad that, it was worthless, literally, as in there was no income coming off of this valuable land. And it was so bad, I used to call it a negative. That is, it looked so bad that it actually brought down the assessed value of the private sector tax base around it, actually decreasing revenue to the city, believe it or not.